beautiful, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a full face of trying new makeup. I have so much new fun makeup to be trying out and I'm so excited. We are gonna do foundation, we are gonna do bronzer and highlight. I have more than one option. Like, I literally have so much fun to dive into. That new ColourPop palette, is it orange, is it brown, is it red? Internet does not seem to agree about that, so let's check that out as well. And just yeah, so many fun things. Let's jump in. So I do actually have more than one foundation option that I could be wearing, but I think we're gonna be wearing the Fenty one. So I have 3 different foundations here. This one I've already tried in a video. This is an older foundation, but I bought it because I was able to get 20% off from the Friends and Family sale at Sephora that was going on. One of you kind subscribers gave me a code, and this is the Soft Matte from NARS. I got mine in Punjab, which is medium 1, and this is the shade that I have in their glowy foundation. I mean, this is a frosted one, and when I tried the Punjab and the other one, it fits me super good. So I'm hoping it's gonna work in this one too. But I do have the new Smashbox foundation, and I don't think we'll be using this one in this one video because I really want to try the... Ooh, that is dark though. I mean, my shoulders, yeah, my shoulders are much darker than my face, as you can tell. So this one is in L30N, which is a light neutral, I'm guessing the darkest one, but yeah, that is pretty dark. It's the Always On. I very much want to try it, but I did get the Eavesdrop Blur Smooth Tint Stick. This one is... Ooh, it's even in Swedish. Färgstift som suddar ut och jämnar ut. So color stick that blurs and evens out. Go Fenty for having it in Swedish. I love that. Blurs and evens complexion, light coverage, and a smooth glide stick. I got it in shade number 9, which is my shade when I have a little bit of a tan in the blur stick, like the blurring liquid skin tint, which is, if you watched my top 3 in every category that came out Tuesday, that was in there. So I'm hoping, and this is why I'm so excited to be trying this out. By the way, the component looks like this. It's a clear component, and I saw, as you can see here, the foundation goes to here. If you keep rolling it up, you can tell that there's like, it's stopping here, but apparently when you have used all of this up, you can keep rolling and it will push it out of the container here. So don't do it before you've used this part up, but just know that this packaging is meant so that you can push up the last part here as well. So yeah, let's try this one out. I'm so excited. I have a sponge here. I even cleaned it a little bit. I know, who am I? Who am I? Oh, I actually bought something from Sephora as well that came in broken. So that is number 9, and I do think that that is gonna go very well. It went on really smoothly with my shoulders. Absolutely effortless. The big question is, this is the big question. Is this gonna be the same as the foundation, or is this gonna be just a little bit more glowy? I don't know. Let's apply it on half my face and let's see how it looks. Because it's definitely, yeah, it's definitely not a full coverage. And apparently you can like use your fingers with this one as well because it is so emollient and because it is more of a light coverage. So that is half my face with and half my face without. And I even think that like it just evened out my skin tone a little bit, and it didn't even turn like as dark as my shoulders are. So I'm gonna have to bronze up a little bit, but that does look beautiful, very effortless. And it feels just like I've just used moisturizer. It's not tacky, it just feels hydrated. We might have another hit on our hands. Okay, so far this is just first impression. Listen, take this with a grain of salt. I literally had it on for 5 minutes. But so far, this is the best stick foundation that I've ever tried because it is a light coverage. I don't love a full coverage, and a lot of stick foundations tend to be a full coverage. And also it's very easy to blend out, and it is very blurring. It has a soft matte finish, and I think it looks great on my skin. And I'm also happy that it's not entirely as dark as my shoulders are right now, because this amount of tan is not what I'm gonna be having for the rest of the year. Like, I am as tan as I will be. So it's actually pretty good that it's not that dark, but I think it looks and feels great. What we will of course see throughout the day. I'm filming this, it's around 10 a.m. so I will be wearing this throughout the entire day. I will do a 12-hour wear test and I will put a pinned comment down below letting you know how all of these things wear. But of course, this is just the first impression, and I always come back about a month later when I've been able to try these things out a little bit more with different primers, with different powders, with different, you know, all of those things, and I let you know my final verdict. But overall right now, I think it looks beautiful, and I think it looks even more soft, matte, and blurring, and a little lighter coverage than the liquid eavesdrop. So I did actually also buy the new concealer from Smashbox. I didn't buy these initially because Smashbox said they were going to send me a PR package, but then they didn't, which is of course totally fine. I never expect any PR, but I also, when a brand says they're going to send me PR, I try to not buy it because I don't want to get duplicates. But I ended up buying this one because I was so intrigued in trying it, and this is in L20N. So this is a light neutral 20, and I think this might be a good one. 4-in-1 Perfecting Pen Healthy Glow. I think this is supposed to be like a more light coverage. Oh, it's one of those pens. Hello? There we go. There we go. Okay. So let's see. Let's use a little bit here. Oh, this is definitely a shade that's not going to be lightening on me, which is fine. I usually do a little bit of extra coverage here. I'm gonna see if I can put that up around my nose, because this is usually where I want a little extra coverage, and also on my chin. And a little bit in my outer corners. I can sometimes have a little discoloration or a little darkness. This concealer is definitely kind of dark, but let's not judge it too quickly. Let's see how this works out. But this is supposed to be a light concealer. Did I miss something? Is L not for light? I feel like I would not have bought a medium concealer, but I feel like this concealer is pretty dark, and like I said, I am at my tannest. Well, it's definitely not brightening my under eyes in any way, shape, or form. It's giving more of a light medium coverage, and it is a little glowy. I like that the consistency was very thin. And here's the thing. I bought a powder, but I think we can all see what happened with that powder. So I'm gonna have to reach out to Sephora and tell them that my powder came a little broken. I bought the medium shade in the Melt Glazed Skin Powder, and I can tell just by picking some of this up that's like a little broken, that it is very glowy. Like it's a very glowy powder. And I heard my friend Heather really enjoyed this one, so I want to try it out, but of course not under my eyes, but like on the rest of my face. So I think I'm going to leave the concealer like this for a little bit, because I do have some cream products I want to try. First of all, I finally got my Finding Ferdinand and the beautiful Khaki. I got their PR box. Mine had a little bit of a detour. You know when it says like expected delivery tomorrow, and then all of a sudden FedEx was like, wait. No, expected delivery soon. Maybe in some days. We're trying to locate the package. So it was clear that the package was having a little bit of a tour around the US, but it is finally here, and I'm so excited to be trying these out. I have seen some reviews of these. I've seen some people, I saw her video, and they seem to be a very glowy blush, so I don't know how these are gonna hold up on my kind of combo skin. So we're gonna be trying these out. And also, can I show you? I want to be using the one that is the medium brown, the one that's Olay. Because you can see like there's macchiato, there's Olay, and then there is the latte. And I think the latte is the one that a lot of the fair and light girls have been really enjoying. But like I said, I have a little bit of a tan. And then there is like a more corally blush. And I mean, definitely I'm going to be trying these as well. So you have Paloma. Wait, I'm not making any sense. There we go. So we have Paloma, Spritz, and Aperitif. And these are more of a corally red, not leaning too pink. And I'm definitely going to be trying these out as well, but I really want to try out the Olay. But I will say, when I opened it, it was a little bit more red than I expected, because I thought that these were going to be a little bit more on the brownie side. And also the mailman, he left them out in the Texas sun, so they've been, these blushes have been through trauma. So yeah, they're not looking as appealing. But I mean, honestly, it's coming off a little bit like more like matching my top. But I was surprised when I opened them that they had a little bit more red in them than I thought. So I think these are going to be really, really pretty on the skin. So this is the one, like I said, in lait with milk. So yeah, I'm excited to be trying this one out. But I think we're going to do a cream bronzer first, because I bought the Juvia's Place cream bronzer and I bought it in Secret. What did I buy it in? Hello? I bought it in Honey, which I think is the second lightest color, but I was surprised. It's like a little puck and you like twist it open. It's, I don't know if there's a little amount of product in here, but I kind of like the slim packaging, and I don't usually go through my products, but it's more like a pan of bronzer. Like it would be in a compact, but you screw the top off. It says made in Italy. It says 9 milliliter. I honestly do not know if that is much or little, but I thought would use it. Oh, it's very, would use it with a sponge, because I was thinking to do less like precise bronzer placement today. So I'm just gonna warm it up, because again, I need to just get back to matching my shoulders. That's a really, really nice color, and I feel like Honey is a very nice description of it, because it is a little golden, but I don't feel like it's leaning orange. That's nice. Are we closer? I feel like we are getting a little closer. I think that this looks, really nice, and it's like matching my shoulder, and I think all of it looks, I'm impressed. So far, I'm very impressed with this one. That looks nice. That looks really nice. I also got the lip oil from Juvia's. This is an orange, and it does smell like orange. So, not overly much, but like there's a faint orange smell. And I did get the Give Beauty balm in, oh my god, it's filled with the it's filled with the powder from the broken powder. The new plumping lip balm. Sir? Oh my god. It's melted. Let me see if I can put this back. Oh, there we go. I could just squeeze it back, but mine is a little mwop mwop. It smells very caramel toffee-esque. The color is beautiful. Yeah, like I said, they left this package and the green blushes out in the heat, so that's probably why some of these have just given up on me. So we're gonna try this one. I'm just going ahead because I have so many exciting things. Should we do the blush now? Let's do the blush. How do I want to do this? I feel like I want to do like a brush. Is this clean? I'll just clean it off on my pants. Don't mind me. Because I like a small blush brush. Even this is a little bit too big for like this, I feel. But I feel like we'll do a little blush. And then I'll do a little powder under my eyes. And I'll do my brows. And we'll come back and we'll see how the blush is like settling in on my skin that is a little bit more on the combo side. That is a beautiful shade, and it's matching my top amazingly. It is very glowy, but I don't feel like it's breaking up what's going on underneath. But yeah, this is going to be interesting because I usually do not do very dewy, balmy blushes, but we are gonna see how this one is playing out. That is a perfect like dusty terracotta on my light medium skin tone now that I have a little bit of a tan. That is very beautiful. I'm gonna build up a little bit more just on the high points here. And let's leave this for a little bit. I am going to be using, instead of the powder that I bought, I'm going to be using some of the Lunar Beauty powder. They did send me these. I told you that I didn't think I was going to get them in PR, but I actually did get them in PR, so I'm super excited about that. So let's try them out. I do have some codes with some of these brands, and some of these were sent to me in PR. I will have all the info in the description box, which ones were sent to me in PR. If I have any affiliate codes, I will have links and info to all the things that I'm talking about. My links might be affiliated, and if you do shop through them, I do earn a small commission. And if you do, thank you so much for supporting my channel. This is in medium. It's very yellowy leaning, and I also have the one in light here. I'm gonna be giving the other two shades away, the deep one and the pink one, because they're not my shade. I'm wondering if light is gonna be, it's gonna be too light for my body. Like, we can tell that, but I think I'm gonna use this under my eyes, because remember, my concealer was like a little bit on the darker side. How do you, oh, there's a flip one? Because you can see the Lunar Beauty logo in here. I think I'm supposed to, oh, and there is a, wait, I can see that there's a sticker. Hello? Okie dokie. Now we're talking. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna see if I can just pour a little, that escalated quickly, a little bit out in here. I'm gonna use a very small brush because I want to be precise, because I don't want to put the powder I don't want to put the powder where I put the cream product. I just want to put it around the concealer and in my T-zone. Okay, so I got some brows on, and I will say they do dry down a little bit. They're not tacky to the point that I think it's gonna, like, my hair is gonna get stuck to it. It more feels a little moist. Is that a word that we're still avoiding? It feels a little moist, but it does look very dewy and nice. But it feels a little moist, but not tacky or not like sticky, because I can't do sticky. Sometimes it's straight up sticky, and I cannot do that. I actually bought also, like, I have, okay, this is what I'm saying. I can't use all of it. I bought some of the new, this one I want to use, the Give Beauty, like the lip balm, Spark the Fire Plumping Lip Balm in LOL. I'm afraid that this is going to be super plumping, and then I might go in with the gloss instead. I bought some things from About Face, and actually bought this from their website, but I think it's up on Ulta now, and I bought Bitter Half, the gloss in Bitter Half. I think the packaging of these new glosses are stunning, and look at that beautiful golden beige. That looks so beautiful. This packaging is nice. This packaging is nice, and the component is slightly bigger than Liquid Shadows, in case you're wondering. And then I bought two of the lip liners, Incinerate and Shameless, and I thought we'd use Shameless, which I think is the lightest color, and also I think is like a warm beige, right? And then this one I think is going to be like a reddish brown. I think it looks really beautiful. Yeah, that looks nice. That was Incinerate, and this is the one that we're going to be using, which was, again, I forgot the shade name, Shameless. Oh my. Oh, look at that nice beige. So those are the two. Oh my god, can you see, like, because like there's such a difference on like the inside and the outside of my hands now that I've gotten a tan. It just looks so light here. Crazy. But yeah, this is the shade we're gonna be using. And let's do the lip balm, and let's see if this is like a stingy sensation or not. I feel like everything is in this like peachy beige today. That's a pretty color. It's definitely sheer, but buildable. There is a little sensation on the lips. There's a little stinging sensation. Let's see if it escalates or not, because it's coming in hot. Okay, we're just gonna wait and see how this one turns out. And I am actually, even though I have this blush on, we're gonna go in true actually khaki fashion and just blend some things because I still have not tried. Look at this. This new blush, this is in Lava, Hot Lava from Makeup Forever. They did release these and I bought them, and this is the highlighter in Anywhere Glimmer. Oh, this is... and we need to use them. I'm sorry, but I know I'm already having something on, but it's time. I need to use these. So let's just add a little bit. I say a little bit, but that escalated quickly. A little bit of orange on the tippity tops here because I love orange cheeks. That escalated. Hold. Just gonna blend it in a little bit with a clean brush and just some sweeping motions. And we need to do the highlighter because look at that. So gorgeous. This is definitely a stinging, not as stinging as some of the ones we've tried. You know, the Too Faced ones? It's not that, but it's definitely, I mean, you can feel it. It's up there. Should I come in a little closer? Did I just disappear into the void? Ooh, okay. I mean, I was able to swatch these in store because I actually bought these in store. So I kind of knew. You can see, like, I can't see it here. It has a nice transparent base. Highlighters with a nice transparent base, just like, they just look better on the skin, honestly. They look more believable. You don't get the cast. They don't muddy and, like, mix with your blush and, like, bronzer. I definitely can see a little sparkle particle, but it's definitely not a glittery highlighter. But boy, these lips, it's definitely a stingy sensation. If you don't like plumpers that hurt, like me, this isn't for you. I know the Makeup by Mario one isn't like a stingy one. It's just a little bit of a tingly one. That one I can do without any problems. And the one, this one, I even have it here in front of me, the Forget the Filler Plumper from Lawless, which is a cooling sensation. This is the watermelon one. Look at how beautiful this is from the watermelon collection that came out. Love this one. That is a cooling sensation, and that I love. This is a stinging sensation. Think the lip plumpers by Too Faced. Just not as bad as those, but definitely up there. Like, I don't know, but I like the color. It's just not my favorite sensation. I bought the new setting spray by LYS for a simple reason. It says Skin Loyalty, Blur, Mattify, and Set. Yes, 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 yes. So we're definitely gonna be trying this out. Ooh, it is the same kind of a bottle like this, because I have the mascara here in front of me as well. I'm trying to review the mascara. Same like triangle packaging. Let me put this on the floor. Looks beautiful. I bought this at Sephora and light pink. Let's try this out. It almost looks a little, not milky, but is it the bottle? Yeah, I think the bottle is frosted. I'm like, is that frosted or is it like murky? That's a really nice mister, and it just smells of faint fresh ingredients. Think almost less than the MAC Fix Plus. But is it blurring and mattifying? I don't know, but hopefully this is gonna help me keep my face on even longer. And the sprayer was really nice. So first impression, it seems nice, and it definitely did not give any extra glow in the parts that I have powdered down. So that's a win. We are going to be using the Rock On by Colourpop. Oh, I still have the plastic in here. Okay, I saw a lot of people putting up pictures of this palette and it looked very orange. I don't think this is an orange palette. I think this is a warm neutrals with some pops of reds in here, like more muted reds. And I do think that there are two colors in here that definitely are red colors, and there's also one of those beautiful ones that I like, which is a very, very light, this one is a beige with shimmer in it, which I think is beautiful on the lid or just in the inner corner. I think those shades are so stunning as just packing on. It's one of my favorite like formulas from Colourpop. But overall, I think that this is a really pretty neutral palette. The packaging is beautiful with the rocks and the shiny parts and the matte part, and like it's truly really a beautiful palette. If you wanted the smoking hot palette but thought it was too big, aka me, this one is giving that vibe, but just smaller, with the red, with some warm neutrals, going from light to dark. Like there's some things going on here. And there's also 2 Super Shocks in this collection, and I love that this collection is so small. This one is like just a sparkly champagne, but this one I actually thought maybe would use this one, and we'll do like a smoky look with this one on the lid. It is like a reddish metallic brown. We'll use this one on the lid and we'll do a red crease. That is my plan. Where is my primer? So let's prep our eyes and let's do some eyeshadow. So I think we're gonna do Red Rocks, which is this one here, and we're just gonna build our crease with that one. And ooh, I'm knocking things over. We're gonna build our crease with that one. And then I'm just pushing this in basically. And then I'm gonna deepen it up with this one, I think. And then we'll do that Super Shock on the lid. And hopefully it will all look nice. My lips are still burning. I'm not enjoying this experience. I want to get off this ride. Please and thank you. I'm just pushing the red into the crease like this. And I think I'm gonna use I really like my EO4 to blend with. Do I have one that's not dirty? Debatable. So I'm just gonna blend a little bit on the edge. I want to make this look as easy as possible. I don't want to include too many shades. I wanted to show you that you can do really fun and impactful looks with just a couple of shadows. Because I feel like sometimes I do really advanced looks and that's really fun to look at, but like maybe when you're like recreating yourself, you want something that's like maybe not 2000 shades from 3 different palettes. Now after blending the edge, I'm just going back in and intensifying a little bit of the red again in the crease. I feel like I got it a little bit too much in here, and I will fix that later. Because I don't love that on me. So I did that shade under my eyes as well, and now you can see I've only used the red shade so far, and with a small EO5 I am gonna do this one that's called Trail Mix. My husband loves trail mixes. I think that's probably one. Trail mix and unsweet tea. I think that those are his favorite things about the US. He has the trail mix at his job all the time. Like by his desk as like a little snack to keep him going, because sometimes he has such long work days. So it's so funny that this shade is called that. So we're gonna use this one, and I'm just gonna deepen up a little bit in the crease and also bring the deepest part of the crease to be a little bit more on the brownie side, so that we can meet up with that Super Shock shadow that we're gonna have in just a little bit. So far 2 shadows have been used, a red one and a brown one. I think I'm gonna use that brown like cream gel liner as well from ColourPop. I'm gonna use that in my waterline to keep this look a little smoky. I would say the hurt in the lipstick is starting to wear off. It's been like maybe 20 minutes or something that I put it on, I think, about. And it's starting to wear off a little bit. Like I can still feel it, but it's definitely not hurting as much as it did in the beginning. So I'm gonna put on the brown eyeliner now, just so that we can get the full idea of this look when we put that Super Shock on. This is in Brew Haha, and it is also from ColourPop, and like I said, everything will be linked down below. So yeah, we're definitely getting that smoky effect, and of course there are shadows in, wait, let me open this one so you can see the difference. There are shadows in this one that I definitely could be using. I think all of these shimmers would mix with this, like go with this look, but you can tell that this shadow here, this Super Shock, it is pretty much the same as the brown shadow, just a metallic. So that's why we're using that one, and I am going to be using a brush. I'm gonna be using an EO1, and I am probably, I'm probably gonna be spraying it because I want to be precise because I have really long nails right now. I actually need to take them down a little bit. But you could definitely, like, Super Shocks work great with your fingers if you do not have claws. And I use a setting spray to like avoid fallout and to be more precise and like put it where I want to put it. And as you can see, this isn't super sparkly. It's more of a very smooth and opaque metallic. And I know that the darker the color is, the more effort it takes to formulate to get it to be high shine, because you have to mix other pigments in to get it to give off a high shine. That's why sometimes darker metallics are not as shiny as lighter ones. But I think that that looks really good. It is a dark but reddish, warm, smoky eye. Just blending on the edge a little bit with the dark brown and this small brush again, just to make sure that it's like looking as even as I want it to. And again, we're not looking for perfection, we're just looking for something that is good enough. But I think that that looks really good. Should we? Let me clean off the EO1, the one that we used with the Super Shock, and let's get something of road trippin'. I did a road trip with my husband last year. We went to so many different states. This is that matte beige that I was talking about. This EO1 picks up matte shadows like nobody's business. We went to, well, of course, we started in Texas. We went to Arkansas. We went to, where did we go? I don't even know all the ones. Tennessee, Mississippi, we went to North Carolina, Alabama, and Louisiana. Like, we went to so many different states, and we took the dogs with us. There is a very long vlog about that entire trip on my vlog channel in case you want to see. I do have a vlog channel where I upload, when I have time, more like personal videos, follow me around vlogs, travel vlogs, stuff like that, in case you're interested in seeing some more behind the scenes. But I think that that looks really good. Like, everything is looking really good. I am gonna do a little bit of mascara. I'm still trying to review this one. I will say it's not my favorite because it is a little goopy, and I think the brush is too big, but I am giving it another chance just to see if I have like changed my mind about this mascara since last time I used it, just before I like actually review it. But yeah, I don't think I love this one. It's a little weird, and the brush is just too bent for my personal liking. Just a little bit too big, a little bit too bent. That's what she said. This is the finished look, and I have to say, I really, really, really do enjoy how all of this is looking. It is like a slightly more bold neutral look, because it's still in the realm of being neutral, but it's like a little bit more bold, a little bit more adventurous, a little bit more out there. And I only used 3 shades plus 1 as an inner corner highlight, and I think I did pretty good. This is not hurting anymore, but I remembered that in this box from Finding Ferdinand and Khaki there is a gloss. So let's see if we can put that on top of it. This one is the Finding Ferdinand gloss color in Sparkling Limoncello. I love me a limoncello. I've never had sparkling limoncello. I don't know if that's a thing. Limoncello is usually it's like a homemade lemon alcohol. It is not a fancy alcohol. It's something you usually are getting for free when you're out eating in Italy, like after dinner. This one is like a yellowy, sparkly gloss, and it definitely smells like limoncello, minus the alcohol, because it's definitely a little alcohol-y. It smells really beautiful. Should I just blot a little bit? Take some of the gloss away. There's not a lot coming off the doe foot. Let me pick up a little bit more. I really enjoy the subtle lemon scent because I can't smell it. Maybe a little bit, like a soft hint of sweet lemon, but it's not like sour lemon. It's definitely sweet lemon, and it's not overpowering in any way, shape, or form. It looks really beautiful and glossy, and It feels really nice, not like watery, but also not like thick, goopy, or sticky, but yeah, that looks really beautiful. Let me know, have you tried any of these things? The thing that's making me the most excited is, of course, the foundation. It's looking really nice. It hasn't really settled into anything. It is looking beautiful. It's looking natural. It's looking like my skin. And I still see some imperfections peeking through, but it's definitely not looking heavy. It's not feeling sticky or dewy. I have now been foaming because I took a little break, oopsie, for about an hour and a half, and it's still looking really nice. So, and I also am very impressed with the powder. It was so light and nice, and I think it looks really beautiful where I put it on. It also had again, a very faint but like sweet scent, and I think I'm really gonna enjoy it because Manny also has oily skin and I have like more oily combo skin, so I definitely think that this powder is gonna work out for me. I think that everything today is really nice. I'm gonna be trying these out a little bit more and seeing how I like them, especially without like putting anything over. I couldn't resist finally playing with these, but I'm gonna be playing with everything else a bit more. Oh, and I'm really impressed with this one, the cream bronzer. How beautiful is this cream bronzer? It's really, 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 really stunning. The mascara, it's meh. Don't buy the mascara. This lip balm, it looks really beautiful. But if you do not love that stinging sensation, you're not gonna love this lip balm. I'm just throwing it out there. It's not gonna be for you. But overall, I think I look the way I want to look. Light coverage, fresh complexion, but still like not dewy or tacky, but not looking flat, and with a dramatic eye look. I have the kind of makeup on that I like. Maybe that's how I should end the video. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to give me a comment letting me know what you think, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help out in the YouTube algorithm, and tomorrow's gonna be new makeup releases, and I hope to see you then as well. Bye!